Hello, this is Mrs. Carter, and I will be teaching your Science 101 lab course for this summer. I am so excited to be doing Summer 2 this year with you, and I hope that you can feel free to reach out to me with any questions or anything that you have. But you really do need to watch this entire video all the way through to make sure that you understand what to expect and what you need to do on your part. So I'm just going to go through the course and show you some highlights and show you how you can really be successful in this course this summer. So the first thing is announcements. Over here, I actually usually use email or remind a lot more than I do announcements, but that is still there for me to use if I need to make announcements to the whole course. This Q&A forum here is for anybody. So if you have a question, if you're not sure about something, you can post in this Q&A forum and anyone can answer. So if I don't see it right away and another student has the answer, please jump in and feel free to answer the questions. Okay, and I do check regularly. I check all the forums to see, if anybody has any questions that I can answer. Next is going to be attendance right here, and this is really important. I do take attendance. I know that sounds weird for an online course, but it's based on when you turn labs in. So each day that a lab is due, you get points for attendance. And I would have you keep track of your attendance too. So go in there every week and check, because I try to update them about weekly and just see, okay, does she have me marked as here or absent? And if you ever have a question, just reach out to me about it, okay? Then we have here are the student resources, okay? So this can be anything: academic support, health support, technology, and other things like registrar, website, and all that kind of stuff. And everything is linked here, anything you could possibly need. Now, for navigating the course, I use these lecture books a lot. So there's like little green books. They're really easy to navigate. It's like a book. So you click on the arrow and the next page comes up. There's health support, counseling. And then if you want to just jump to another page, you can do that too by just clicking where it says, like, for instance, important websites. So I have all of those listed there for you, and you can literally just click on them and it will open the new page. Okay, so over here is my instructor information. You heard me talk about Remind. This is really important. I do email a lot. I send reminders every week through email, but Remind is a really easy way for us to connect. And if you have a question just for me, you can email, of course, but you can use Remind, and you can use it like a text message. It's really easy to use. So come over here, click on this link. It will open up a new page. You put in your information, your phone number and your name, and then you sign up. It's really easy to do. I do not see your phone number, and we can still talk back and forth through text messaging type modality there. And here's all my other information as well. So to start off, here's where you want to start. Now you're going to see this welcome video right here, which you're already watching. And here's your syllabus. You need to download that. You need to know the attendance policy, which I've already talked about a little bit. Read through that syllabus. Keep it with you. Make sure you don't miss any deadlines, okay? Because I am pretty strict about, making sure that you turn everything in on time. I don't take anything late unless you have, an excused absence, okay? Then come on down to here and introduce yourself. Make a quick little video introducing yourself. There's actually a couple of ways that you can do this. I like to use iMovie for my videos, and then you can upload it to YouTube and just post a link. Add a new discussion here, name it. But here's the other thing I like that you can also do is if you click on this little arrow here, all these boxes come down and you can actually do like a little video. These are 2-minute videos that you can do, and that's something that you could do for this kind of a forum. And then you just add it and post a forum. Okay? So those are your basically like your first day tasks. And then I'm going to show you how each week is outlined really quick. I'm not going to show you every single week because they're all outlined exactly the same way. Your labs are always going to be due Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And you should always, always, always open up the lecture book. See where my arrow is right now? There's a green lecture book. And read through these. All of this information is in the syllabus as far as like when the due dates are. But anything that you would need added to that, like this journal article, the actual instructions on how to do the lab, what you need to buy beforehand, and then the submission links are also linked in here as well. So for week 1, day 1, we're doing the scientific method. So you come over here, you're going to download this and this. Then you're going to answer the questions in this lab and do the experiments. When you're finished, you upload to this submission link. It's really easy. Everything's linked. You just go right to it. And now it's going to look different for you, but you know what I'm saying. So you just go in and you submit it there. And this is due on the very first day of classes, this first lab, so July 13th by 11:55 p.m. Okay? And let me go to day 2. All right? So each week you're going to have a lecture book. You're going to have the first day, Monday, the second day, Tuesday, and the third day, Wednesday. And everything is outlined in there for you. So always make sure you open those lecture books because there will also be some days where you have to start a project, but you don't actually have to submit anything. And you would not know that unless you went into the lecture book. So please make sure you always open the lecture books and look at them. I would say even Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. On Monday, look at Mondays. On Tuesday, look at Tuesdays. And on Wednesday, look at Wednesdays, just to make sure that you're getting everything done. So on day 2, we are going to be starting a long-term project that will take you most of the summer 2 semester to complete. You're going to download this project, which explains what you're going to be doing. There is the supply list that you need for this, and then also procedures. So here's what you need to do for this project, okay? And then also you'll need this water quality results chart. Now, for the first day of this project, lab number 2, you only need to do activity 1, okay? And then you will click this submission link and turn it in there, and that's due on July 14th by 11:55 p.m. Okay? Now, this is an ongoing project. You're going to get 6 days worth of data. You're going to put a presentation together. But for day 1 of the project, you're only going to do activity 1 and submit that. Day 3 of lab, you are going to be designing your own experiment. So here's another project that you're going to have a couple weeks to work on. On day 3 of lab, on the first day of this project, you're going to download this. And you're going to fill out activity 1 and 2, where it shows you, how to design an experiment. You're going to answer those questions, and you're going to submit those here to the Designing Your Own Experiment submission link, and that is due by July 15th at 11:55 p.m. Now, once you're done designing your experiment and uploading it here, you will be responsible for running the experiment, taking pictures of the experiment, creating a presentation on the experiment with your data and your conclusions and all that. That whole thing won't be due until July 27th at 11:55 p.m. Okay? And the submission link for that will be on that week that it comes due. So that's week 1. All right? Now each week, at the end of that week, I will open up the next week's assignments for you to see. So right now you can only see week 1, but I will be opening up week 2. So this is what I'm talking about. You only see 2 Submission links. So you do need to go in. You do need to look and see in the lecture book what you need to do. It has, you know, the actual lab and all that kind of stuff linked in there. Day 2 of week 2, you will be starting a plant biodiversity lab project. So you have 3 little projects going on throughout the semester. You want to start this one on that day and not wait, even though you will not be able to submit the whole thing until later in the semester. And by the way, that project is due on August 5th. So here's the only thing, I'm not going to show you every single week. They're all outlined exactly the same way, just with different due dates. I do want to point out that you have a couple of projects and you have your very last lab will all be due on the same day. Okay, so that last week, week 4, is going to go pretty fast. So do not wait until the very last minute. Your water quality lab, you can see right here, it says August 5th. That's a major project. It's worth more than any of the other labs. On that same day, that plant biodiversity collection guide that I showed you on day 2 of week 2 is due also. And then the sustainability lab that you should have started the week before will also be due on August 5th. Okay? Those are all things you would have already started way before August 5th, and you just need to finish and submit on that day. Okay? And then the other thing, couple other things, just so you can see some of the tools and resources that you can use here. There's a calendar that shows you due dates. When you look, you'll only see due dates that are open for you to see, but that can also help you keep track of what's going on and anything like that. So with all that, I'm just showing you the course. I do want to say this is a fast course. Summer 2 is actually a little bit faster even than Summer 1. Summer 1 is almost 5 weeks and Summer 2 is 4 weeks long. So make sure you're keeping up. If you're doing lecture and lab, make sure that you're really keeping up with everything that you need to be doing. And you can always reach out to me. Please email me. Please, I don't know, send me a remind message, whatever is easiest for you. I'm here to help and I want you to be successful in this course. I'm so excited to get started with Summer 2. Just let me know if you need anything.